Hello, buddy, and welcome to another great edition of Slammin Saturday Night. I'm your host, Jamin John Caldwell, also known as Stewie Family on YouTube. First and foremost, want to send my thoughts and prayers out to the Nature Boy Ric Flair and his family. For those of you who don't know, on August the 13th, Ric Flair was admitted into a hospital in Atlanta, Georgia. Had to undergo emergency surgery on his liver and bowels. Had to have part of his liver and bowels removed. Had a lot of organ problems as well, and was in a coma, and it was a very scary situation, no doubt. However, I'm really happy to announce that he is doing a lot better. He did wake up from his coma today, and he's talking to his family, and he even cut a promo on his nurse, so that's great to hear about the Nature Boy Ric Flair. So keep sending your thoughts and prayers out to the Nature Boy Ric Flair, Charlotte, and his family, and really hope old Nate can get out here soon. So go ahead and leave your wrestling related questions, comments, and concerns down below, and I'll get to them as soon as I am done with the review and recap of NXT Takeover Brooklyn Free. Man, oh man, what an event it was. NXT never seems to fail to amaze. They are always great on those shows, so especially when it comes to the Takeover shows. So our first matchup was Johnny Gargano taking on Cien. Great opening match, great back and forth action, great technical wrestling in this match. The crowd was really into this matchup, and the crowd in this show at the Barclays Center was just incredible. I mean, they done such an amazing part of paying for the ticket and cheering and booing for whoever they liked and hated, and they were very vocal tonight, and so I really love this crowd. Johnny Gargano showed tonight why he's called Johnny Wrestling. You had a lot of great near falls. You had a great tornado DDT off the top rope from Cien. Johnny Gargano tried to go after the sunset flip, but Cien flipped out of it. I don't even know how he done it. I mean, that was just incredible. He landed right on his feet. Great athleticism from Cien, and a great sequence of moves from both guys. I thought Cien had won it for a second. We've seen some amazing super kicks by Johnny Gargano, but in the end, Cien picked up the win with the reverse STO DDT. And then we had our next match for the NXT Tag Team Championships. It was Sanity taking on the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Authors of Pain. Man, what a hell of a matchup this was. It started off with a huge brawl, and they brawled for a couple of minutes, and then the bell rung, and then Eric Young just cleaned house. He got clotheslined over the barricade. Eric Young and a member of Authors of Pain, I think it was Akip, I think that was his name. They brawled in the crowd for a little bit. That was pretty cool. A great sequence by Eric Young jumping over the turnbuckle and over the ropes like, you know, Ric Flair did in that Ricky Steamboat Chi-Town Rumble match. Wolf did a great exploder suplex and a German suplex on both members of the Authors of Pain. Wolf got a great Frankensteiner on Razor. Sanity came so close to winning, doing a diving elbow drop from Eric Young. Paul Ellering, and I love this part right here, Paul Ellering and Nikki Cross got into it in the ring. They were arguing, and then, of course, you know, because Nikki Cross is absolutely crazy, she gets on the top turnbuckle, jumps off the top turnbuckle, got caught by Razor, I believe it was, because they both look exactly the same, and basically, she went right through one of the tables. One of the members of Sanity, I forgot his name, so sorry, but she got put right through the table on top of one of the members of the Authors of Pain, and Sanity ended up winning the NXT Tag Team Championships after a great combo from Young and Wolf. The crowd absolutely loved it, and then right after that match, after that victory by Sanity, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly reunited. It feels so good. Red Dragon comes right back, attacks Sanity, and Red Dragon sends a message that they want the NXT Tag Team Championships. I also want to note that Corey Graves was on commentary as a special guest commentator for that tag team matchup, so he got a big pop The crowd really loved him. The crowd loved Sanity. They got a big pop. Offers of Pain had like these masks that looked like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle masks, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies. They kind of looked like that. And a lot of people was criticizing those masks, but everybody loved that Sanity entrance. Jim Ross came out to guest commentate on the Hideo Itami Aleister Black match, and it was met with a huge roar from the crowd. Everybody loved seeing good old JR again doing commentary. Aleister Black, my God, what an entrance this man had. Code Orange doing his theme live, did an incredible job. Everything was great about that entrance. I got a great feeling about Aleister Black, folks. I think that this kid is going to become an amazing legend in professional wrestling. He will be the NXT champion here soon. I can't really call him a kid. He's just so experienced. He really is so experienced, and I've never seen nothing like Aleister Black before. So, Black starts off the match with some great kicks to Hideo Itami. Black showed off his athleticism in this matchup by just they're doing this huge flip and just going straight into like his pose that he does when he gets into the ring, kind of like what he does when he gets into the ring from his entrance. Itami got an amazing guillotine knee drop on Black. Great technical wrestling from Itami in this matchup. Itami taunted Black by doing his pose, and I really liked that. I thought that was pretty cool for Itami to play mind games with him. Also want to note that Aleister Black got his nose busted open, and so there was just blood all over Aleister Black's face, and it really fit his character and stuff, where his character is supposed to be like a dark Satanist, so it really matched him a lot. So Itami got a great fisherman suplex on Black. Black got the roundhouse kick on Itami, knocked him out. Itami got the avalanche Michinoku driver on Black. He got a great combination of great slaps by both men. Itami got the Falcon Arrow on Black and almost had him. But in the end, Aleister Black hit Itami with the Black Mass and picked up the win. So now we get to Asuka versus Ember Moon. Asuka has been champion for 504 days, the longest reigning NXT Women's Champion ever. It's also the longest streak of wins, I believe, from a professional wrestler. I could be very wrong on that, but I do know that she broke Goldberg's streak that he set in WCW. So, I mean, Asuka is definitely the one to beat right now, and she is super over, no doubt. This match, I absolutely love this one. I mean, it was just, it's definitely one of the matches of the night in my book. I mean, these two ladies definitely blew the roof off the house. I mean, they were incredible in this matchup. I definitely was rooting for Ember Moon over Asuka. I mean, it was great. So Moon started off heavy right from the gates. Moon got some great suplexes in until Asuka rolled out of the ring. Ember Moon got a great senton onto Asuka outside the ring. Asuka done the backpack Asuka lock. I've never seen that before. Onto Moon, and then Moon got out of the lock and tried to go for a pin to no avail. Asuka tried to go for a hip attack and pin combo. Did not work out. The crowd absolutely loved the match. You had one side cheering for Asuka, the other side cheering for Ember Moon. Just absolute. This crowd was just such in sync. Every single time there was a near fall, you would hear the free in the background, and I love when they do that. It's really great. There was many near falls in this matchup. Speaking of near falls, Ember Moon got the Eclipse. Everyone thought that she was going to win the title, but Asuka still kicked out. She still kicked out. Moon tried it again. Asuka used the ref as a distraction. Asuka tried to go for the pin, but the ref seen Asuka grabbing Ember Moon's trunks. Did not count the pin. Then Moon went for the super kick. Almost won again, but Asuka was playing possum, used a little move from Ric Flair there. Went for an armbar. Moon went for a pin. Asuka locked her in the Asuka lock, and Moon had no other choice but to tap out. So, Asuka is still the NXT Women's Champion, and I don't think that she's going to be dropping the belt anytime soon. Then we get on to our main event. Man, oh man, what a matchup this was. Bobby Roode, the NXT champion, going up against Drew McIntyre. Man, I remember watching Drew when he was on SmackDown a couple of years ago when he had the Broken Dreams theme, and I absolutely loved him as Intercontinental Champion. And loved whenever he done some stuff for ICW and for the indie scene. And it's just really good to see him back in the WWE, this time in a more serious role. So, the entrances for this matchup was great. Starting off talking about this match, Drew McIntyre's entrance was, you had the NYPD Emerald Isle coming down with the bagpipes and the drums, and playing a little bit of Roddy Piper's theme, then going straight into Drew McIntyre's theme song. And it was just, it really reminded me of Roddy Piper's entrance from WrestleMania 1 at Madison Square Garden, because it was basically the same thing. So that was really cool to see. Then Bobby Roode's entrance, of course, has got to be the most glorious of all of them. Just a great 3 to 4 minute entrance he had. The crowd absolutely singing along to his song. I mean, he had the crowd eating out of the palm of his hands. It was just incredible to really watch that, and it's always incredible to see Bobby Roode's entrance anytime. So this match began with a stare down when Roode thrown into the turnbuckle after the lockup. Roode done some amazing chops in the beginning and taunted Drew McIntyre. McIntyre tossed Roode square across the ring. McIntyre and Roode fought outside the ring, and Roode's head bounced off the barricade. McIntyre got a great tilt-a-whirl slam on the apron to Roode. The fans began to chant for Roode and McIntyre in this matchup. In the beginning, they weren't doing nothing for Drew McIntyre. They wasn't even giving him any type of reaction, which really shocked me. But they didn't give him no reaction whatsoever. Roode got a swinging neck breaker off the middle rope to McIntyre and sent him outside. McIntyre got a nice knife edge chop on Roode. Roode got a good headlock on McIntyre, demanded him to quit, but McIntyre did not do that. Roode, let's see here. McIntyre escaped from the hold by backing Roode into a turnbuckle. McIntyre got the belly-to-belly throw on Roode. McIntyre hit the Celtic cross, but Roode kicked out. Roode ties McIntyre to the Tree of Woe, but McIntyre launches him across the ring. Roode plays possum again, using a tactic by Ric Flair, and that did not really work out. Tried to go for the pin there, no avail. Roode got the backstabber, gets a near fall, and this was really cool right here. Drew McIntyre getting the Future Shock DDT, almost wins the NXT Championship. It was so close from winning the NXT Championship. Another cool moment in this matchup, Drew McIntyre tried to go for a fireman's carry off the top rope. Bobby Roode reversed it into a Liger bomb, and it was just incredible to see him reverse that. Great athleticism from Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode tried to go for a pin, still a near fall. Drew and Roode get some big punches and chops in on one another. Roode gets an enziguri, and Drew gets the Claymore in. Tries to go for the pin, but Roode gets his foot on the rope. Of course, you've seen that before from Bobby Roode. We also seen in this matchup, McIntyre went for a diving senton outside the ring on Roode. Both men got knocked out outside the ring. Drew tried to go for another Claymore, but Roode got the Drew went for the Claymore. Roode got the spine buster. It's kind of weird. Drew and Roode, you gotta watch out for that. Basically after that, Roode got the Glorious DDT. Drew kicked out of the Glorious DDT. Roode tried to go for 3 Glorious DDTs. He got a second one, tried to go for a third one, could not get it. Drew got the Claymore, pinned Bobby Roode to become the new NXT champion. And then, he started celebrating, got the NXT title. And then, if you noticed in the background of this event, you've seen the fans start to turn their backs, and they're going crazy. And yeah, you know where I'm going with this. So shortly after McIntyre was about to celebrate, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish came out to distract Drew. McIntyre goes up to Red Dragon, and then completely out of nowhere, yep, Adam Cole comes out of nowhere, attacks Drew McIntyre, holds the NXT Championship up, and signifies that he is going after the championship, and the ROH invasion has finally begun in NXT. So that's really awesome to see Adam Cole officially in NXT. It's been hyped up and rumored for months and months now that Adam Cole, was he going to join WWE, was he not? And now we know. So Drew McIntyre versus Adam Cole, that should be a hell of a matchup, and I really can't wait to see that. Best moments of this whole show, the crowd was completely incredible. I mean, you could just feel the energy coming off the crowd on everything. I mean, they really loved this, and I love when crowds get into it. You don't see that a lot on the Raw and SmackDown shows. I really love it when the crowd just comes together and really gets into a show. It makes the show 10 times more special. All the matches were amazing. There wasn't a single bad matchup in this whole show. The whole card was great. Everybody really done a great job in this show. There was some great technical wrestling, great back and forth action in all matches. It was awesome to see Jim Ross and Corey Graves back on commentary. And it was awesome to see Red Dragon reunite. And it was great to see Adam Cole in NXT. There was no bad moments for this show. Everything was awesome. Best matches, in my opinion, for NXT Takeover Brooklyn Free, that tag match between Sanity and the Authors of Pain. I really loved that one. The Asuka Ember Moon match was amazing. Of course, Bobby Roode and Drew McIntyre. So on a scale of 1 to 5, I give NXT Takeover Brooklyn Free a 5 out of 5. And definitely the best WWE event that I have seen so far for 2017. Absolutely great job from everybody that participated, and big props to Triple H for this. So that is the recap and review of NXT TakeOver Brooklyn Free. Let me check and see if we got any questions, comments, and concerns here. Don't really know if we do. Let's see. Nathaniel Combs. My main man, Nathaniel Combs. Nate Dogg, did you see Aleister Black being NXT champion in the near future? Yes, definitely. Definitely. There ain't no doubt about it. He is going to be NXT champion. Aleister Black is way too over not to be in that picture, and he will be in that picture very, very soon. I would love to see Adam Cole take on Aleister Black. That would be great. Let's see. And basically that was the only question I had for tonight. Very slow night. I guess it's where it's late Saturday night, so that happens. Want to get some shout outs here. Caleb Marie, Nathaniel Combs, Craig Fraley, James Morris, Timothy Collins, Dave Shatless, Odessa Evans, Shayna Holland, Zach Mullins, Alex Spencer, Tim Cody, Mike Sweet, Melinda Jones. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Slammin Saturday Night. This is the first time I've done an episode of Slammin Saturday Night in a long while. Of course, as you know, I've been doing it on Pop Rock 102.5. However, not doing it on Pop Rock tonight because my main man Jack Attack is at work, so this is for Facebook and YouTube. So it's pretty much like an exclusive for those two platforms. But yeah, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn Free, awesome, 5 out of 5. I will see you guys tomorrow for the SummerSlam review. This is Jamin John, Stewie Family, saying thanks, goodbye. I'll see you again.